Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Come on, QB, come on.
This is Carson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
That's what I do.
On third and 1, Wilson. Open man, it's Vanette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Steps away to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Corey Littleton. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 34-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And it's third down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Here we are. Smooth. 50's the mark. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Out of the gun. Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up first and 10.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second and 12, Wilson dancing to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a first and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run it with Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
18. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
65.
On third down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, But he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Mike 54. Defense wins championships, baby.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he finds Penny. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First down, Rams.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gurley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, Rams.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Go!
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Alpha! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first down, it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 16-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
First down.
We go tonight. 20.
Now a first down throw. Gone. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Rams' 18-yard line.
Right, 50, Mike 50. Go, go, go.
To throw again on second down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Not here. 58's the money. 58's the money. You can't block me.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Results in a 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there, Goff to Kupp. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He was taken down by Cassius Marsh. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Gone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some... In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
380. Check back 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Say.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Blue Dan.
Wilson, operating from the gun, steps away to his left. The ball comes out. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Hey, watch this, watch this. Value 1.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's caught by Pennant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check, crunch.
Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Wilson to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over.
Another carry now for Gurley. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
54, Mike, 54. I want that.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
We go to 180. Watch the screen. Pass.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Los Angeles, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.